Benedict Cumberbatch has taken the world by storm with his role as Doctor Strange in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. However, he has done his fair share of roles that he is less than proud of, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at one of those characters and what Cumberbatch himself had to say about this particular character. You're not going to want to miss a second of this video, so stick around. With that out of the way, let's get right into the video. First, Cumberbatch says this character backfired. Mr. Cumberbatch is one of the world's most beloved actors, due to his roles in some fantastic blockbuster films over the years. His acting skills are second to none, and he has proven that Hollywood is right where he belongs. However, in a recent interview with Penelope Cruz about a role that he had in a film she also starred in, he admitted that his role backfired, and I think he might be right. You may have forgotten because of how many roles Cumberbatch has accumulated over the past 10 years, but Benedict Cumberbatch shared the screen with Penelope Cruz, Ben Stiller, and Owen Wilson in the sequel to Zoolander, Zoolander 2. In that film, Stiller and Wilson's characters are two male models who are way out of the loop and are trying to keep their old traditions in the industry alive while trying to operate in a brand new, practically unrecognizable male modeling world. In this world, there happens to be a model who does not identify as male or female, which we obviously recognize as non-binary. Cruz asked Cumberbatch how he feels about that role now, with the ability to reflect back on it, and let's just say Cumberbatch is less than proud of the role. There was a lot of contention around the role, understandably now, and I think in this era, my role would have never been performed by anybody other than a trans actor. Cumberbatch continued on by saying, "But I remember at the time not thinking of it necessarily in that regard, and it being more about two dinosaurs, two heteronormative cliches, not understanding this new diverse world. But it backfired a little bit." He ended his interview by saying, "But it was lovely to meet you in that brief moment and to work with Ben and Owen. Although some might think it's odd that a straight male character is playing a trans or non-binary character in a comedic style, with the express intent of making sport of people who do not identify as male or female, it seems like Cumberbatch had no intention of being mean or making fun of how the character identifies. In the future, I doubt that Cumberbatch or any actor of Cumberbatch's caliber will be taking a role like this anytime soon. But do you know what role Cumberbatch will be reprising later this year? The famous Doctor himself, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is in for a crazy ride in his next film. What will his newest outing be about? Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness comes out later this year, and fans of the MCU and Doctor Strange could not be more excited about it. But what is all the hype about? What are the rumors saying about the film? Let's dive right into that right now. According to leaks and rumors, it appears that we will be seeing some new faces because of the reopening of the multiverse, and fans are here for it. Of course, we will also be seeing some old faces, such as Doctor Strange, Wanda Maximoff, and even the evil version of Doctor Strange from his episode in the Marvel animated miniseries, What If? But who else could we be seeing in this latest MCU outing? Well, according to the latest leaks, we could be seeing the return of Chris Evans to the MCU, but not as Captain America, but as his original Marvel franchise role, Johnny Storm. That's right, some of you may have forgotten, but before, Chris Evans originally starred in the Fantastic Four, and in the sequel, Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. Evans portrayed Johnny Storm, aka the Human Torch. Well, he may be coming back to the MCU to introduce the Fantastic Four into the MCU, but don't expect him to stick around after his cameo in this film, because it appears we might be getting yet another Fantastic Four cameo in this film as well. John Krasinski, famous for his roles in The Office and A Quiet Place, is rumored to be joining the ranks of the MCU as Reed Richards, better known as Mr. Fantastic, the leader of the Fantastic Four. But it is almost a guarantee that if Krasinski's version of the stretchiest man in Marvel does appear in the Doctor Strange sequel, he will become a mainstay in the MCU. His pedigree and fanfare make him a shoo-in to join the MCU, as long as Krasinski wants it, and I'm certain the long-time work and paycheck and legacy addition would be enough to convince Krasinski to join the ranks of the Avengers. Along with Krasinski, who else could we possibly see in the upcoming film? Well, according to leaks and rumors, we could be seeing a few versions of Spider-Man again. That's right, even if you had enough of the Wall Crawlers 3 in Spider-Man: No Way Home, get ready to potentially see a few more versions of the Webhead again. While nothing is confirmed, it is pretty likely that we will be seeing none other than Tobey Maguire's version of Peter Parker. It just seems like all the pieces are perfectly falling into place for this to happen. Sam Raimi, the original director of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films, is the director of this next Doctor Strange film. Not only that, but in a recent interview, Maguire confirmed that No Way Home was not the last outing of his version of Spider-Man, which means that he could make an appearance in the latest Doctor Strange film. Not only that, but we could see a whole new web-slinger in the MCU in the way of Miles Morales. That's right, there is a very good chance that the events of this film will usher in the era of Miles Morales' Spider-Man, and all of us are here for it. Obviously, we we don't fully know until the film comes out later this year. So we'll just have to wait and see which of these rumors ends up coming true. How will Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness impact the MCU? If you are a fan of the MCU staying the same, you might hate the upcoming Doctor Strange film. That's right, from our predictions, it does not seem like very much of the MCU will be staying exactly the same after the events of this film. If you have seen the trailer for the upcoming film, we know that a few events will be taking place for certain. For one thing, Doctor Strange will be recruiting the aid of the Scarlet Witch herself, Wanda Maximoff. But for those who have seen the MCU miniseries, WandaVision, we heard from Agatha Harkness that it is Wanda's destiny to destroy the Sorcerer Supreme. Does this mean that Wanda and Doctor Strange will do battle to the death in this upcoming film? Honestly, I don't think that will be the case at all, because of one thing. If you have seen Spider-Man: No Way Home, then you would know that Doctor Strange is not the Sorcerer Supreme. Wong is. So, if Wanda is to fight and kill the Sorcerer Supreme, that means she would be killing Wong. But I don't think that is what's going to happen. I think that the evil version of Doctor Strange will end up killing Wong and will take the mantle of Sorcerer Supreme, which means that I think Wanda will destroy the evil version of Doctor Strange, which will technically fulfill her destiny while avoiding having to kill Doctor Strange. Not only will this make for an excellent film, I think this will allow for Wanda to finally overcome her fear of being an unstoppable force of evil, as she will have to channel everything she has to overcome the most evil version of Doctor Strange. Not only that, but I think that Wanda will be able to find her two sons and the white version of Vision somewhere in the folds of the multiverse. But again, like we already mentioned, we won't know any of this until the film officially releases later this year. If you're not caught up on the MCU, you can catch up now on Disney+. And if you just want to watch the necessary works leading up to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, I would recommend the following: Doctor Strange, WandaVision, What If, and Spider-Man: No Way Home. All of these works will give you the necessary information to understand the upcoming Doctor Strange film when it comes out on May 6th, 2022. That's all we have for you guys today on the channel. Thank you all for watching. What did you think of Cumberbatch's view on his character in Zoolander 2? What do you think will happen in Doctor Strange 2? Let us know in the comments section below. We hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to leave us a like and to subscribe to the channel with the bell rung to make sure that you don't miss a single new upload. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you all in the next video.